Shiranami, the wet woman. While talking to her, you learn that she is both a yokai and a lamia. She makes toys for children, and she eats men. Her trait is Slimy Snake. Innate Slime Strike of 50%, can always use Sexcraft and Snake Skills. Sexcraft and Snake Skills deal extra damage, and Snake Skills deal double damage to slime foes. Well, that's not bad, got a bit of synergy, but still, nothing terribly special. We'll leave it at C. Her play events are, she uses the Threaten skill, she listens to her snakes, she becomes slimy, she gives an item, and she uses the Flirtatious Gland skill. So that's 2 positives with 1 negative, we'll leave it at C. That's 2 positives with 1 negative, we'll put it at B. As for story interactions, she doesn't have much, so C. In Pocket Castle, she talks to Milk. Nariona, are you slimy too? That's correct, but you shouldn't get too close to me. I'm a snake, so I don't like slugs. Slimy. Hey, don't come near me! As for presents, she dislikes fruits, vegetables, sweets, and bread. She likes meat and rice. Interesting reactions include the chili pepper. How inspiring, it's good. Then fried tofu. Then fried tofu, huh? I missed this. Flour. Do you want me to cook for you? Curry and rice. It's so spicy, it's burning. Omu rice. This kind of food is high color. Beef bowl. This kind of food is superb. Broiled eel. Broiled eel. Gorgeous. Kids meal. Do you take me for an idiot? Roast chicken. That's very generous of you. I'm happy. Miso soup. It's so calming. Gan stew. What is this? A witch's cooking? Nabe. I'll be in charge of the potluck. Kitsune udon. Local food is the best. Cola. That's quite the vile drink. Beer? Beer, huh? I'm bottomless when it comes to beer. The grilled items? I'm not really interested. Poison mushroom? You poisoned me! Skull? What do you want me to do with it? And last but not least, the Chipapa. I'm gonna eat a spirit, but I ran away. Sasuke, the Miko BFer. You never fight her, so she has no talk events. Her trait is Aloof Miko. Targeted less often by enemies. Can always use white magic and dancing skills. Dancing skills have an extra status infliction rate. While the extra status infliction rate for the dancing skills is not bad, it's a very small buff. So, again, we'll put it at C. Her play events are, she cheers, buffing the party. She plays with fire, dealing extra damage to the enemy team. She becomes horny, which can be both good or bad if you use pleasure damage. She gives an item and she uses the flirtatious glance ability. So that's the that's 3 slightly positives with a neutral. I think we have to put it at A. As for story interactions, she has none, so F. Do you need my dancing? Or healing? Or... She's lewd and I love her. Yayoi, the samurai BF'er. You never fight her, so she has no talk events. Her trait is Blade on the Brink of Death. Can always equip and use katanas, executing twice while below 20%. So that's not bad. Never underestimate skills that act twice, but come on, she has to be below 20% HP. Get that? I'm sure there's some monster out there that just gets that for free. So, if that's all she's got, we're putting her at D. As for her play event, she practiced swings and hits someone by accident. She practiced swings and doesn't hit anyone. She practices her catchphrase, as long as evil crawls on this land, my glistening blade will be staring back. She gives an item, and she uses the flail wildly skill. So, all that basically amounts to a slight positive, so I guess we have to put it at B. As for story interactions, she has none, so F. Now go! Your enemies will become rust on my blade. Santos, the unfortunate Nekomata. You never fight her, so there are no talk events. Her trait is Unfortunate Nekomata. Targeted 25% as often by enemies, can always use beast skills, dealing 30% extra damage, and 20% chance of dividing at the end of the turn. Whenever Santos divides, that's just free turns for her. That skill on a better character would be absolutely broken. So, and those stack. You can have multiple free turns as Santos. So yeah, we have to put that at A. I'm on the edge of saying it's an S rank skill. If it were a higher chance, it would definitely be. It's a shame Santos herself can't put it to the best use. But yeah, it is extremely good, so definitely an A rank trait. Her play events are, she's emotionless, she becomes motionless, she falls asleep with her eyes open, she pretends to be a cat, nya nya, and she uses Griffith Slash. So that's a positive mixed with a negative, so C. As for story interaction, she has very little. We'll put her at D. And the Pocket Castle, she talks to Tama. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 She also talks with Amira. Santos! As usual, you're as sharp as a knife. Anyone who touches you will get hurt. I am sorry! Are you angry? I thought it was impossible for you to talk at all, so I was merely saying something appropriate. As for her presents, she only wants things a cat would like, such as fish, milk, and kitty rice. Interesting reactions include fish, Le Grand Droid Angolmois, Sea Bream. I don't speak Russian. I have no idea what that says. Let's see. Okay. I don't think it's supposed to make any kind of sense. Eel. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to make any kind of sense. Milk. Sushi. Memento Mori. Kitty rice. Apparently she's saying the truth is out there. Broiled fish. Sashimi. And last but not least, a poison mushroom. Aha! Quite a weird one, this one. Shirohebi, the Lamia. While talking to her, you learn that she is frustrated with Yamato no Orochi, and she relaxes in the village every now and then. Her trait is White Snake Kagura. Can always equip flails, can always use flail, Taoism, dancing, and snake skills. Flail, Taoism, and dancing skills deal 30% extra damage. Taoism skills use defense in place of magic. And dancing skills have increased priority. So that's all pretty good. He's a really good dancer and really good Taoism user. So we'll put her at B. As for her play advance, she dances, which does nothing. She curses her sister with a straw doll. She rolls around, damaging enemies. She gives an item, and she uses the threaten skill. So that's a couple positives with no negatives. We'll put it at B. As far as story interactions, she has a bit, but not much, so we'll put her at B. In the Pocket Castle, she talks to Kawako. Hey, Shirohebi! Hey, don't you want to sumo wrestle? There's no reason for me to play with you. Aww. Huh. But sometimes during the village festival... As far as presents go, she likes fruit, meat, sweets, and rice. She dislikes vegetables and bread. Interesting reactions include... Omu rice. Omu rice, huh? I'm not so old I wouldn't get excited about it. Crab omelet. Crab omelet, the best of the best. Paella. Paella, it's so pretty and stylish. Kids meal? Is this supposed to be an insult? Gin stew? Are you attempting to poison me? Odin? Let's have a potluck with everyone in the village. Baked potato? Noble yokai, don't eat potatoes. White heart chocolate? A white noble such as myself deserves white chocolate. Wedding cake? What wedding? Well, that's not my problem. I'll have my cake and eat it too. Parfait? I can't get enough. I can't get enough. Cola? I don't like this kind of drink. Beer? Any of the grilled items? What is this? Cicada shell? This makes me feel a little sad. Fish bones? Garbage belongs in the dump. Poison mushroom? Munch munch. Skull? Is this for some kind of ritual? Beetle? Beetle. I'll release him in the garden. And last but not least, the Chipapa. A wind spirit, huh? There's so many of them these days. Go on, back to the forest. Midzuki, the Lamia Miko. While talking to her, you learn that she hates Scylla, she respects Yamato no Orochi, she desires passion, and she struggles to remain pure. Her trait is Dancing Snake Miko. She can always use Taoism, white magic, dancing, and snake skills. Dancing skills have reduced SP costs and have a 30% chance to inflict bind. So yeah, an extra bind chance on top of all the status effects that dancing skills can do. It's actually pretty good. Not so handy against bosses, but it can make short work of random encounters. So we'll put it at B. As for her play event, she prays, which heals the party. She gives a dirty laugh. She dances, but nothing happens. She gives an item, and she uses the flirtatious glance skill. So that's a couple positives with no negatives, so B. As for story interactions, she doesn't have much, so C. Pocket casuals, she talks to Sophia. You're a Lamia's Shrine Maiden, aren't you? I feel a sense of affinity springing forth. You're also one who serves a god. Let us both live pure and honestly. Pure, honest. Neither of you are neither. She also interacts with Shirohebi. Snake Miko. Is there no good way for the snake shrine to expand to other regions? You could excel at idol conversion, or in other words, becoming an idol. Making an idol debut, late Shirohebi. I am indeed a pretty Lamia that can dance and sing, but no, it would be far too embarrassing. In that case, No, I apologize. I'll try again. As for presents, she likes fruits, sweets, and rice. She dislikes vegetables, meat, and bread. Interesting reactions include bread. I prefer Eastern foods, so I shall refrain from eating uncivilized foods like bread. Paella. So this is paella. There's so much seafood, it looks delicious. Kids meal. It's rather insulting that you view me as a child. Gin stew. It says, are you trying to sacrifice me? Wedding cake. Marriage. Beer. Giving me alcohol. Any of the grilled items. It says, just what is this? Roast newt. Is this for some wicked ritual? Cicada shell. This is a summer tradition. Poison mushroom. Is that a mushroom? I shall accept it. Skull. This is abhorrent. Beetle. It's rare to see one this big. Rock. You expect me to stuff this into my mouth? And last but not least, the Chipapa. Eat a raw wind spirit? I ran away before I could do that. Maya, the Arachne Miko. While talking to her, you learn that the fox and cat shrines are very popular, but the snake shrine is not. She set up a donation box on Shrine Hill, but it got too popular and became covered in webs. Her trait is Time Spinner Arachne Miko. Can always use Taoism, Time Magic, and Insect Skills. Time Magic has reduced LP costs, Insect Skills have reduced SP costs, and 30% chance to inflict slow or stop. That 30% chance to inflict slow or stop just off the bat is very nice, because almost everything has a weakness to Time Magic. So that's pretty good. We'll put it at B. As for her play event, she prays, which heals the party. She tries to stop the fighting. She cheers, which buffs the party. She gives an item, and she trips over her legs. So that's a couple positives with no real negatives, so we'll put it at B. As for story interactions, she doesn't have much, so C. Pocket Castle, she interacts with Mitsuki. Hey, Mitsuki-chan, isn't the life of a shrine maiden strict? A shrine maiden leads a pure and honest life. We must be in existence without impurity. But Mitsuki-chan, you frequently eat men, don't you? What do you mean by that? As for her present, she is a carnivore that likes sweets. Interesting reactions include the kids' meal. I'm not a child. Gin stew. I want something like this. Deep fried tofu. WANTMEAT. Wedding cake. I wonder if there's wedding meat too. Beer. I prefer aged meats more than alcohol. Any of the grilled items? I wouldn't want this no matter how meaty it was. Fish bones. I wish you gave this to me before it was eaten to the bone. Poison mushroom. Munch, munch, munch. Skull. I prefer meat more than bone. Acorn. I'm collecting acorns. Beetle. Insect meat isn't very tasty. And last but not least, the chipapa. I can't eat spirits or I get cursed. Look, it's flying away. Tsubaki, the hair woman. While talking to her, you learn that she can extend and shrink her hair. She is friends with Yukiona, but it's hard to be around her. She likes the Nekomata, and she calls the Akaname Bakaname, and she is friends with the Two-Mouth Girl. Her trait is chaotic dancing hair. She has an innate binding strike of 15%, can always use Taoism, dancing, and demon arts. Skills using hair deal 50% extra damage, double the bound pose, and have half SP cost. It's just a shame that there aren't that many hair skills. So we'll put it at C. As for play events, she straightens her hair, she sings and dances, which does nothing. She complains she can't see through her hair, she gives food, and she uses the flirtatious glance skill. So that's a positive with no negatives, so B. As for story interaction, she doesn't have much, so C. In Pocket Castle, she interacts with Sakura. Oh, a Fudokuchi girl. It is convenient that we can both move our hair freely. In my case, my back mouth will move without my permission. It's rather troublesome. It must be suffering having that mouth in the back of your head. But you aren't blaming your back mouth for all your mischief, are you? Yeah, my back mouth is acting on its own! Don't bite me! She also interacts with Shirohebi. Hello, Lady Shirohebi. You seem to have become harmonious with one another. Huh, I have learned from my past misdeeds. Besides, it would be troublesome for me if this world were to disappear. I agree. Let's work for the good of this world. It is a monumental task, so I prefer its leftovers. As for her presents, she doesn't like fruit, vegetables, and bread, while she likes sweets, rice, and meat. Interesting reactions include chili pepper. I have a sweet tooth. The fish. It takes guts to eat it raw. Flour. You cook it. Egg. A raw egg. Would you like me to cook it? Cheese. It tastes vile, but I actually like it. Omu rice. I actually love this. That's a secret to everyone. Kids meal. Are you mocking me? Gin stew. Are you trying to kill me? Odin. I'll keep it all to myself. Dongo. I like Dongo. Wedding cake. Marriage unthinkable. Parfait. Paradise. Paradise. Beer. Beer. It's gotta be booze after all. Come on, bring me more. Any of the grilled items? It's creepy. Cicada shell. I don't want it. Eat yourself. Poison mushroom. Munch, munch. Skull. I wonder if I should light an incense for him. A beetle. It's creepy. I don't want it. Last but not least, the chipapa. The wind spirit, huh? They've been increasing lately. Go on, back to the forest.